Greetings everyone. Today I'm going to be focusing on the early stages of the Blizzcon, basically because there's several very interesting matches there and they kind of got ignored. At least they didn't get promoted or they didn't get any visibility on YouTube for people to watch them as VODs. And I'm interested on showing these matches to you guys because, well, basically they include some of the face-offs that you don't see every day. Like matches between the East and the West, it's something that you only see on some rare events. And this is one of those situations. I think it shouldn't be ignored at all. Even if it's just the matches are utter crap, and I don't think it will be utter crap to be honest, but even on those situations, I think you will still benefit from seeing such different players from such different servers facing off and see how they react to each other. So on this situation you have here the Ukrainian Zerg master mTwDIMAGA from the European servers facing against this Terran here, the blue Terran from professional Korean Team Prime. You have MakaPrime. So you have one of the top Terrans playing on the Korean servers facing one of the top Zergs on the European servers. Obviously people want to see this, even if the game is not like the finest ever. It's always interesting to check their build orders, what they change, how do they adapt to each other, and this kind of matches shouldn't be missed. So for that reason I'm picking it up and we'll see what's gonna come out of here. I already got the production tab up and here comes mTwDIMAGA trying to place his early hatchery, but it's gonna be denied. MakaPrime had his SCV there holding the base, just holding that area, and you won't be able to place the hatchery unless he finishes off that SCV. It's almost killed and you already sent 3 probes after him. Come on, will he be able to kill it? Oh, got killed. And seems like that MakaPrime is feeling a bit restless because he is already sending a second SCV down. His wall-off is still not finished, he's getting a Marine now out. And I would say that he's gonna try to prepare some surprise for mTwDIMAGA, or else he wouldn't be sending so many SCVs down. And there it is, a nice surprise for mTwDIMAGA. I think he loved it, yeah, I'm sure. Bunker on his natural expo, getting built. mTwDIMAGA pulling more drones out of the line to try to finish off this SCV before he completes the works on this bunker, and the second SCV coming to try to help and make sure that the bunker will go down. What else is Maka sending? Let us take a look at it. Yeah, here comes the Marine to enter that bunker. Will the bunker be finished? Yeah, it finished. Oh, doesn't look good for mTwDIMAGA at the moment. I'm not sure if he's gonna have to cancel it or not, but maybe these drones can make some opposition to this Marine, blocking the Marine's path, but he entered the bunker, and this is starting to look nasty. mTwDIMAGA already getting some Zerglings out. Now he's gonna need to make a proper surround on this hatchery, kill the SCV, or else he's gonna be repairing that place for the rest of his life. There it is. Oh, entered the bunker as well, and now they have to finish off the bunker as fast as possible. At what cost, I don't know. He's gonna lose several units here obviously, but he finally finished off the harass, so might have been worth it for mTwDIMAGA, and finally his expo is safe. And meanwhile Maka was doing a Reaper, so he transitioned from that bunker harass into some Reaper harass. For now he has one, seems like on the production tab he's producing a second one. Not sure how far he's willing to commit to the Reaper harass. It's not something that you see that frequently nowadays, but he's not getting the nitro packs, the speed for the Reaper, so I would say he's gonna try to harass with a couple of Reapers for a while, try to contain mTwDIMAGA and keep mTwDIMAGA busy while he keeps building his base, I would say. He already has the wall-off finished, going from racks into factory, nothing new or nothing different going on the Terran build for now, and the Reaper poking slowly at this hatchery. Obviously the Reaper by itself won't be able to do much, and now with the roaches out with that new range, just got that Reaper shot instantly. Nice played by mTwDIMAGA. Ras is off, and now he can try to focus on his macro, prepare his strategy for the mid game, while Maka has this single Reaper just trying to take advantage of the high ground of the ledge here. He will be able to shoot any unit that places there on the Zalnaga watchtower to try to gain map control and visibility, but seems like that mTwDIMAGA is not very worried about it, and he's sending a couple of roaches up top. There's already defenses here on Maka's side, so I don't think he'll be able to do much. He needs a lot more than 2 roaches to actually knock on the door and try to break the door in. Yeah, he's gonna keep the roaches here just to control the movements from Maka. Maka won't be able to try to pick up his natural expo unless the MAGA notices it. And it appears that Maka is planning exactly on that. He went from racks into factory, already has the starport, so was kind of a 1-1-1 opening, followed by an expansion. He's getting the command center almost finished, and meanwhile there has been a battle here with the Reaper, as you guys saw, but the Reaper just got finished off. And bunker down, the wall-off is completely ready, and now Maka will be ready to transition into his natural expo. He needs to be aware of the units from the MAGA, because the fast mobility of the Zerg will allow the MAGA to just send a Zergling here like he's doing now and check what's going on. Yeah, exactly. He's gonna spot that that Maka will be trying to pick up his natural expo and might decide to prepare some kind of early pressure. He's getting Zergling speed, he's getting roaches, he's getting ready to apply some pressure into MakaPrime, I would say. The Roach Warren is there, spawning pool, there's not much else going on the main base. And on the natural expo, it's also basically the same thing. He's just mining out and trying to gain the advantage economically. And he is, at the moment, he's just a bit ahead. He has a bigger harvester count, but obviously Maka can compensate with the mules. And here he comes, the expansion goes down, and now he has to be defended, but it appears that Maka is preparing a lot of roaches being placed here, while Maka was getting ready to transition into a different kind of harass. Banshee harass, already has a Banshee flying, but that Banshee will have to be postponed a little bit, because now he has to deal with the Maga's pressure. And whoa, a lot of roaches and Zerglings here. Unfortunately, they cannot do anything against this Banshee, and they will have to be pulled back. But meanwhile, notice how the Maga has been spreading his units all over the map. He's still not controlling one of the Xel'Naga watchtowers, but basically you can see red dots all over the map, and he's gaining map dominance, map control. Too bad that these roaches are going to end up getting killed by this Banshee. Well, they basically can't do anything. And meanwhile, the Maga send a lot of Zerglings into the main door and harassing the builds that are being made outside of the main base. Bunker won't be finished, I'm pretty sure, and that supply depot will be finished, I don't think, as well. There it is, Zerglings surrounding that orbital command and cancelling the expo from MakaPrime, just denying it and delaying it as far as possible. And this will hurt Maka's economy, obviously. Let's see how it is, the income at the moment. Yeah, there it is. Maka's starting to feel a little bit shot on his economy. The Maga pulling ahead, 10 harvesters ahead, and it notices there on the income that he's able to produce. This obviously results on faster macroing and a lot more units. And what I mean by faster macroing is just being able to build more buildings while assembling a bigger army. Army-wise, at the moment, 74 against 54. There's already a gap there, a difference, you can notice it. And it appears that the Maga is going to try to advance once again with his roaches, while Maka established his natural expo once again. Will he be able to hold against this place, because these roaches and Zerglings have been applying so much pressure on this natural expo. Here he comes. Maka feeling the pressure, even pulling his Banshees. Now he has a couple of them, pulling them back to fend off this assault. And these two Banshees obviously will be able to finish off the Maga's forces. The Maga needs some kind of counter to those air units. He doesn't have anything at the moment. It appears that he's going to go for an infestation pit while he pulls all of his forces back into the creep, and he's now apparently starting to take care of his creep highway, which is very useful obviously for the Zerg player. And the Maga always loves to have so many queens. He already has 4 here. Let's see the unit count. He has 6 queens, already picking up his 3rd base, 2nd expo there on that corner. And having 6 queens obviously is going to be able to defend his bases for quite a long while, but he doesn't have anything to counter those air units when he tries to move up. He needs to get some kind of unit to help him fending off those Banshees. They're just starting to get really annoying. 2nd hatchery going down on his natural expo to be able to mass produce the units that he's already able to build, and he might be able to amass a big army pretty soon with all of those hatcheries pumping